Hi there, everybody. It's Richard McMunn again from the career guidance company, howtobecome.com. And in this video, I'm going to give you my top 10 interview questions and also the answers. So if you're going for any kind of interview whatsoever, I strongly urge you watch this video from beginning to end because it's certainly going to help you beat the competition at your interview. So quickly, just a bit about me. That's me there with the bald head. My name's Richard McMunn. A very warm welcome to you guys. I understand how difficult an interview can be, but I strongly believe that if you prepare fully and you follow my training, you will have the best chance of success. I've been helping people like you for many, many years now. I've been on the other side of interview panels and I've interviewed people as well. So these are my top 10 questions and answers. Now, I'm going to give you the top 10 common interview questions and answers. And what I'd like you to do is to watch the video from beginning to end because I will then give you these slides. So you can download the slides. I mean, obviously, I recommend you take notes as we go along. But yeah, I'm going to give you the slides that you can download and you can copy and work on them for your forthcoming interview. Please, just quickly, I'd very much appreciate it if you click the red subscribe button below the video. And also, don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you like the training I'm giving you, the free training. Also, say hi in the comments section below if you've got your interview coming up. I'd very much appreciate that because it would motivate me to do more for you guys. Okay, let's get straight into it. So the first one of my top 10 interview questions. Question number 1. Okay, so why do you want this job? You walk into the interview and they say, why do you want this job? So you need to sell yourself. Now, on each of these questions, I'm going to give you some important tips to help you prepare. Okay, 3 important tips for this one. Tip 1, demonstrate you have carried out some research about the job you're applying for. And what I mean by that is if there is a job description, read it and get a highlighter pen or a pen and underline the key words. So if it says, for example, you must be good at customer service or you must be able to work as part of a team, then you need to demonstrate that you understand that's what's required. So you can say in your response, well, I'm very good at working as part of a team, I'm great with customers, and that will resonate with the interviewer. Next one, tip 2, tell them you already have the skills and attributes required to do the job. Okay, because trust me, a lot of employers, they don't want to spend time training people up, okay, because it's time sensitive. You know, they would rather have somebody who comes in who already has some experience of the skills required. Number 3, tell them something positive about their company. Okay, so go on their website and have a look for a good news story, like maybe they've won an award or they've recently launched a new product or one of their members of staff has won an award or been recognized, and say, oh, I looked on your website and, there's a positive news story, because that will resonate with them that you've carried out research. Okay, here's my answer to the interview question, why do you want this job? First and foremost, I have read the job description in detail and I believe I have the skills and attributes to carry out the role competently and professionally. Now, because I believe I already have the skills required, I believe I will be able to learn the role very quickly. For example, one of the skills required to carry out this job is an ability to work well as part of a team. Now, in my previous role, I was required to work closely with other members of the company and external partners to achieve time-sensitive tasks. I believe the experience I have gained in my previous role will stand me in good stead if I am successful today at interview. Finally, I have studied your company in detail and I've been nothing but impressed with your achievements and how you treat your staff. I noticed recently that you have won an award for outstanding customer service. And when I read about the award, it made me want to come and work for you even more, as I believe customer service is really important if a company is to thrive in the modern era we live in. Now, don't forget, you're going to get a copy of these slides at some stage. If you watch it from beginning to end, I'll give you a link where you can download them. So do take notes, but you will get a copy of the slides. Question number 2, interview question number 2 out of 10. What can you tell me about yourself? Now, 3 important tips again. Tip number 1, tell them 3 things about you that are relevant to the role, and also tell them something like a big achievement that you've done, your most proudest achievement to date. Tip number 2, use power words in your response when you describe yourself. So say, I'm motivated, I'm enthusiastic, flexible, determined, conscientious, quick learning, and I'm organised as well, because these are positive words that will make the interviewer feel good about you. Tip 3, only tell them a very small amount about your home or personal life. Trust me, they're not interested. It's a shame, but they're not. Okay, now if you do mention anything about it, say something positive like, I like to keep fit, I read, I carry out self-development, that kind of thing. Okay, here's my response to interview question, what can you tell me about yourself? I am an honest, reliable and hard-working person who prides himself on getting things done. I am a quick learner, and I have a track record of achievement. Now, for example, my biggest achievement to date was when I won a customer service award in my previous job for delivering consistent high standards when dealing with our customers. I'm also a great team worker. Whilst I am perfectly capable of working alone unsupervised, I certainly thrive in a team environment, and I love the feeling of completing tasks and projects whilst working with other people. Now, outside of work, I enjoy keeping fit, and I visit the gym a few times a week. Whilst I'm certainly not obsessed with the gym, I feel more motivated at work when I am able to concentrate for longer periods of time when I keep my fitness levels up. I also like to undertake a bit of personal development from time to time, and I'm currently undertaking an online course to improve my skills in a number of areas. Okay, great answer. I would also say that overall, I'm confident, happy, organised, and a trustworthy person who will certainly not let you down if I'm given the opportunity to work for you within your business. Question number 3, what are your strengths? Virtually a guaranteed question. This one gets asked all the time. Quite easy to respond. However, this is what you need to do. 3 important tips. Number 1, tell them about 3 key strengths you have. So just give them 3. Okay, that's more than enough. 3 key strengths. Now match your strengths to the person spec or the job description. So again, if it says that you need to be highly organised, well, tell them that that's one of your strengths. If it says you need to be flexible, tell them you're a flexible person. And then tip number 3, give them an example for each of the strengths, if at all possible. Okay, so what you need to do is have a look at the person specification or the job description. This is an example for a job where someone's applying for a customer service role. Okay, so it's customer service assistant, and it says here you have to be able to deliver high levels of customer care. So that should be one of your strengths. Another one is a working knowledge of Microsoft Office. Well, tell them, you're highly competent in Office. You can use Excel, you can use PowerPoint. Another one, makes a positive contribution to teams. Well, tell them you're a great team worker. And give an example. And also, you should be able to multitask, remaining calm and professional, even under pressure. Okay, so you look at the job requirements and then tell them those are your key strengths. And you are virtually guaranteed to get the job if you can provide examples. So here's my response for you for what are your strengths? I believe one of my key strengths is that I can deliver exceptional customer service. For example, in my previous job, I was tasked with dealing with a sensitive customer complaint that had the potential to go wrong and cause the company lots of problems. I dealt with the complaint in a calm and professional manner, and I took my time to resolve it to the satisfaction of the customer. Another key strength is that I am very flexible and loyal. In a previous job, my employer was looking for people to come in at the weekend because a number of people had come down with an unexpected bug. I was one of the first to volunteer, as I knew how important it was for the business to carry on operating during one of its busiest days. Finally, I am a fantastic team worker who is capable of delivering tasks and projects on time whilst working with other employees and stakeholders. One of the final tasks I undertook in my old job was that of a comprehensive stock take during the weekend. I took control of a team of 7 people to make sure the stock take was done on time and to company specifications. And I briefed the team, allocated tasks according to their strengths, and provided support for everyone when needed. Those are just 3 examples of the many strengths I believe I possess. I've studied the person specification, and I feel I would be an invaluable asset to your team if I am successful. Okay, so that's the strengths. What about weaknesses? This, again, is a common one. What's your weakness, or what weaknesses do you have? Now, 3 important tips. We all have a weakness. Those people who go and say at the interview, oh, I don't really have any weaknesses, they're not telling the truth. Tip number 2, don't give a weakness that's connected with the job description or the person specification. So again, if one of the requirements is an ability to work calm under pressure, don't say, I'm not very good under pressure, or I tend to crumble. That's no good, because you're not ticking the requirement of the role. Tip number 3, turn your weakness into a strength, and I'll tell you how to do that in a second. But whatever you do, don't tell the interview panel that your weakness is chocolate. Okay, let's have a look at my response. What's your biggest weakness? To be honest, we all have a weakness, and I believe mine is my inability to sometimes not delegate and share tasks. Sometimes in the past, I have been known to take on too much myself without spreading the workload amongst others. This was made aware to me during an appraisal in my last job, and I took the feedback on board that my line manager gave me. I still take on lots of work, but if someone else is better qualified or experienced than I am, I understand it's important they do the job instead of me. So what you're saying is that you're a hard worker, you take on loads, you take on too much. I mean, that is every employer's dream, to have someone who just takes on so much, but you're saying that you're able to take on feedback, which is a strength. So you're turning that weakness into a strength. A great answer. Question number 5, what motivates you? Okay, another common interview question, 3 important tips. Tell them something work related and also something family orientated that motivates you. So something about work and something about your family. And I'll give you the great answer in a second. Tip number 2, don't say the weekends are your motivator, and certainly don't say it's your salary. Tip number 3, be positive in your answer, smile and be uplifted because you're talking about being motivated. Okay, so you should be smiling when you're responding to this. Okay, here's my answer for you. 2 key things that motivate me. The first thing is doing a good job at work to the best of my ability. I appreciate that might sound like a bit of a cliche, but it's true. If I do a good job for my employer, I can go home after a hard day's work feeling satisfied and all ready to work hard the following day. Another thing that motivates me is being able to provide for my family. If I work hard and I provide for my family, they are happy too. I like the feeling of security I get from being able to provide for my family, and I understand that this is only achievable if I work hard and do a good job. Now, in the current job market where there are so many people applying for one position, I understand how important it is to work hard and deliver for my employer. Okay, great answer. Question number 6, what are your salary expectations? Oh, this is a tough question, but it's quite easy to answer if you know what to do. So 3 important tips. Aim high, but back up your demands. So justify the salary. You know, if it's a salary of, say, $20,000 or £20,000 and you're going to ask for $19,500, justify why you are asking for that. Don't be overconfident or arrogant. You know, back up the reasons why. But yeah, don't go in at the low end. You know, justify your worth. Tip number 3, tell them you're happy to work a trial period to prove your worth based on your salary expectations. So that they're not likely to take you up on that. But if you offer it, it shows that you are confident in your abilities. So let's have a look at a job that's advertised between, say, £15,000 and £18,000 a year. Here's my answer. I believe I'm worth £17,500. Whilst I appreciate this is near the top of the salary range, I believe the skills, the experience and expertise I can bring to the role will very much justify my salary. In my previous job, I more than made up for my salary as I feel I was very good with the customers and I always took my time to make them feel valued and welcome. We had many returning customers in the business and I feel this was due in some part to the excellent customer service I and the other team members provided. Now, because I am confident in my abilities and I feel I'm worth that salary, I would be prepared to work a trial period if required to show you what I can do and the value I can bring to your company. Okay, so that's a great answer, okay, because you're being confident, but you're not being overconfident. You're not going right to the top of that range, but you're saying, look, I'm prepared to come in and work for a trial period to show you how good I am. Question 7, what makes a good team player? Now, most jobs require a level of teamwork, and this is a great answer. 3 important tips. Give them the list I'm going to provide you with on the next slide. So I'm going to give you what makes a good team player. Focus on positive keywords in the response. So, you know, say things like you have to be a good communicator, you have to be supportive of other people, and also give them an example of when you have worked as part of a team if you have one. Okay, now a good team player is someone who listens carefully to the team brief. So there has to be a brief at the beginning. So the manager or the supervisor will tell the team what to do. You've got to listen carefully. You have to focus on the task in hand and you have to remain calm. Okay, really important. Tell the panel that you'd have to listen to the other team members and their contributions. You'd also have to be supportive of other team members and help those who are struggling. You also have to be a good team player, flexible and capable of changing direction because not everything always goes right in the team task. And you should also be determined to do a great job regardless of the pressure you are under. So repeat that list, okay? So they have to listen, they have to focus on the task, listen to other team members, be supportive of them, help those who are struggling, be flexible and be willing to change direction and be determined to do a great job regardless of the pressure. Question 8. How do you cope with pressure? Okay, so a lot of jobs require you to deal with pressure. 3 important things here. Tell the interview panel you are aware of how important it is to remain calm whilst under pressure and follow your training. Important. I'm going to give you an answer in a second. Now, tip 2, always focus on the task in hand. And tip 3, don't be afraid to ask for help if needed. Okay, that's really important because sometimes people do a job, they make a mistake and it costs the company dear. It's important to ask if you are unsure. Here's my response for you. Okay, I understand pressure is very much part and parcel of any job. In particular, having studied the person specification for this job I'm applying for, I understand it will be a common theme within the job. I cope with pressure by remaining calm, maintaining a focus on the task in hand, and also remembering my training and procedural guidelines. Now, when the pressure is on, I believe far too many people forget their training, and that's when mistakes can occur. Now, although I haven't had to do this often, if I ever feel I cannot complete a task properly and to the best of my ability, I would never be afraid to ask for assistance or guidance. I would much rather do the perfect job with the aid of assistance or advice than push ahead and make a mistake that could cost the company dear. Question 9, why should we hire you? Now, this might come near the beginning of the interview, but I've put it towards the end because I think it's important, and this next question after this for you to sell yourself. Again, 3 important tips. This is your chance to shine, so make sure you sell yourself because they're interested in you. So why should we give you the job? So don't be afraid to show off. Tell the interview panel you have the skills to match the job description, and don't be desperate, but do be enthusiastic and be excited about this opportunity. Because remember, positivity is contagious. We all love to speak and listen to positive people. So be positive and upbeat. Here's my answer for you. Why should we hire you? I understand you've had many people apply for this job, and it's vital you get the right person. I strongly believe that I am the person for this job. Now, I say that because I have studied in detail the job description, and I feel it fits perfectly the skills, attributes and experience I have gained in my life so far. I have a track record of achievement, and I can assure you I will not let you down if you give me the opportunity to work for you. I am very excited about the role, and I genuinely hope I get the chance to prove to you my worth. Finally, I fully understand that with this job comes responsibility. I believe I have the maturity and experience to act as a positive role model for your company. Great response, that is. Question number 10. Why do you want to leave your current job? So why do you want to leave it? This is if you are employed. 3 important tips. Do not be critical of your employer in any way. A lot of people do this, but don't. You don't want to say, oh, they've not been treating me well, or I fell out with somebody there. That's no good. Don't say it. Tip number 2, be positive about them, even if you don't actually mean it. That's what I'd want to hear, is that you liked them, because you're more likely to like me as an employer. Tip 3, say you want to leave to focus on a new challenge. So here's my response for you for question 10. I have had a fantastic time with my current employer, and I have learned a tremendous amount. The people, staff, customers and managers are great, and I will be sad to leave them as they have treated me so well. However, the time has come to move on. I believe I've learned as much as I can in that role, and I am now looking for a new and fresh challenge to get stuck into. Finally, I just want to reassure you that I'm not looking to move on from this job quickly if I'm successful. I plan to learn my role, become competent at my job, and enjoy working with my new colleagues and the customers. I plan to stay in this job for a long period of time. Okay, so you get to the end of the interview. They're going to say to you, have you got any questions you'd like to ask us? These 2 questions are great ones to ask. I'll say, so you finished the interview, have you got any questions to ask us? Yes. Is there any further literature that I can read about your company whilst I'm waiting to find out if I'm successful? So that demonstrates you're keen, you want to find out more about it. And if you ask me that question at the end, I'll be like, wow, great. I mean, to be honest, I'd probably say, oh no, it's okay, it's fine, you don't need to, but it demonstrates that you're enthusiastic. What you don't want to do is hope they give you a massive sort of like folder with loads of stuff in, but if they do, it means they're really interested in you. Next question. I noticed on your website you have recently launched a new product. Has it been a success? So go on their website and have a look at one of their products and say, look, I noticed you sell this product. What's it like? Is it any good? Okay, guys, look, please subscribe to the channel. I'd like to give you more training now. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and say hello and let me know what you thought of the video in the comments section below. I always respond to everybody who comments. But if you'd like more free interview training, there is a link right now below this video. Just click it and it will take you through to my website. If you want to go to the website directly, it's called passmyinterview.com, and there's a free training course on it. It's free of charge. And there's 50 training modules about interviews, so you can learn more about it. Guys, I really enjoy making these videos for you. I hope you've enjoyed it. I genuinely hope you pass your interview, and I believe with my training and advice, your chances will skyrocket. Like I say, give the video a thumbs up. I would love that. Very much appreciate it. And yeah, I wish you all the very best for passing your interview. I've been Richard McMunn. Thank you for watching.